Hey everyone, and welcome to your first physics power-up. We're about to go on this totally epic quest to unlock the secrets of motion. So are you ready? Let's do this.
Okay, so first, meet our hero, Blockchain. Just look at him. Blockchain is kind of just sitting there, not moving at all and looking a little bit sad, right? So the big question is, how do we get our hero to start their adventure? How do we make things go?
Well, it all starts with a little bit of magic from the outside world. A push or a pull is all it takes to get everything started. And in physics, this special action actually has a name. It's called work. But don't worry, I promise it's the fun kind, not the homework kind.
All right, let's get a little official here for a second. So work, and we usually show it with a big letter W, is basically what happens when you apply a force and it makes something move a certain distance. But here's the really important part. Work is how energy gets transferred from one thing to another. You can totally think of it like an energy delivery service.
You know, every magical power-up needs a super secret formula, right? Well, here it is. Step 1, you need force, that big push or pull. Step 2, you need distance, which is just how far our hero actually goes. And finally, the secret ingredient, the teamwork angle. This is so cool. It tells us how much of that force is actually helping Blockchain move forward. See, when the force and the distance are being perfect teammates and working together, that's when you get the most work done.
That's right, work isn't always a good guy. It can be a total hero or kind of a villain. So positive work, that's our super boost. The force is helping the motion, making Blockchain speed up, and it's pumping energy in. But then there's negative work, and that's a total bummer. The force is fighting against the motion, which slows Blockchain down and yanks energy out. Poor Blockchain.
Okay, so we've been doing all this work on our little buddy here. We've been pushing, we've been pulling, but what actually happens to Blockchain? Like, what's the real effect? Where does all that work we did even go?
It gets an energy glow-up. Whoa, look at that. All of that positive work we did got transferred right into energy, and now Blockchain is literally glowing with power. Seriously, this amazing transformation is right at the heart of all physics.
And this awesome new glow? It has a special name, kinetic energy, or, just KE for short. It's literally the energy of motion. So the faster Blockchain goes, the more its little motion meter fills up. It's just like a mana bar, but for movement. And that formula there tells us it all depends on its mass, and this part is super important, it's speed, squared.
Okay, so let's think about this. We've got work, which is this action from the outside. And then we have kinetic energy, which is this internal glow-up. I mean, they seem connected, right? But what is the ultimate super secret link that ties them together? Come on, are you ready for the big reveal?
Bam! It's called the work-energy theorem. This is seriously the ultimate plot twist of our entire story. It says that the net or total work you do on something is exactly equal to the change in its kinetic energy. This is it! This is the secret connection we've been searching for.
So, what this all boils down to is, all that effort, all the pushing and pulling, basically all the work you put in, it gets directly transformed into the motion you get out. It becomes that kinetic energy. It's a perfect one-to-one trade, no tricks.
All right, Blockchain is moving, and that's awesome. But you know how it goes in any great adventure, right? Our hero has to level up. So the question is, can we do this faster? Can we make this energy transfer happen even quicker? Is there a final form?
Oh yeah, there totally is. It's time for a power-up. Welcome to the next level of our physics adventure, where we're going to unleash true power. Because here's the thing, it's not just about what you do, it's about how fast you do it. So power, which we show with a big P, is really just the rate at which work gets done. Think of it like the ultimate speed stat in a video game. And the formula? It's super simple. You just take the work you did and divide it by how much time it took. The more work you cram into less time, the more power you have. And this is a perfect example. Look, we've got two weightlifters. They are doing the exact same amount of work. They're lifting the same heavy weight, the same distance. But the fast lifter does it in just 1 second, while the slow lifter takes 3. And just look at those power levels. The fast lifter's power is like almost 3 times higher. It's the same job, but one is way, way more powerful.
So, what's the big takeaway here? It means having more power basically makes you a master of transferring energy. You can just move way more energy from one place to another every single second. It's kind of like having a super fast energy hose.
Wow, what an adventure, right? Let's do a super quick recap of all the power-ups we've unlocked. First, we got work. That's the force that causes movement. That work transfers energy, and we learned that kinetic energy is the energy of motion. Then we unlocked the amazing work-energy theorem, which tells us that the work you put in becomes the motion you get out. And finally, we leveled up to power, the ultimate superstat that tells us how fast it all gets done.
And there you have it. Our hero blockchain went from just sitting there to totally zooming with power. You've just learned the fundamental secrets of how the entire universe gets things done. For real. So I guess the only question left is, now that you have all this knowledge, what are you going to power up next?